Guys, Chris here, Better Investing. Today is April 12th, Sunday. I'm going to do a little weekly recap. No, don't plan to be here for too long. I haven't really done like a deep scan still. Been kind of bullshitting around, but it is what it is. Yeah, just starting from like last week. I think we talked about last week. 'Cause last week finished around like right here Friday. Yeah, I kind of mentioned that we're kind of a little stretched to the downside right here. And we probably get a little snapback. Now that snapback ended up snapping. If that makes any sense, with the ceasefire operation, we just gapped up. Um, over some levels. So, the question now is like people thinking like, oh, well, this is going to potentially catapult us to like new all-time highs, maybe 700, 750 or whatever. Me, I don't, I'm not really in that ball camp. I just think that we're just right back into this chop bucket. Right, like this is the chop bucket that we were in. Pretty much starting from like I just take from this candle right here, about 180 days. So 180 days is I don't know about what 6 months or so, right? Or we say what 2 quarters? I don't know. It's a lot of time where we just traded sideways. I mean, we tried it like we pressed higher. It was just very grindy. Like that's a nasty move down, and then it kind of be like, all right, are we safe? And then like it doesn't look like we're safe. And they're like, are we safe? Doesn't look like we're safe. Are we safe? Doesn't look like we're safe. We're not safe. Yeah, it don't look like we're safe. Yeah, we're definitely not safe. Like it was really a really tough period for people to definitely trying to swing to the upside. Um, but yeah, where we go from here, I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know if I have any levels marked out here. 682 looks like a level I have from where March 10th, kind of a pivot, I guess you can say. But we kind of broke in this drown trend that we were in to the downside when we broke this. I don't know. You can kind of see it, I guess. Like if I do this and I kind of turn this off, you can kind of see like the downtrend and then the break of it. Like we definitely broke that downtrend, right? So now the question is, are we in an uptrend or are we just going to continue this downtrend? I mean, this is a vicious rally up, but it's at the same time is a pretty steep rally down. Um, Me, personally, I do not know where we go from here. Really don't care, honestly. Um, but yeah, I mean, moving averages have crossed over. We're back above the 50 and the 200. So I mean, you just gotta, you gotta be mindful of that, or at least take that in consideration. I mean, that's where we're at. All right. Let's sit here. So that's the daily, right? That's the daily. Let's go back here. That's the daily. Let's go look at the weekly candle. Yeah, I mean, pretty impressive candle. We still got the moving average crossover here, which is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a, I mean, it's still a good sign. What I have here, I think these are the, this is my ATR. I told you guys I was gonna look at this and try to get an idea how to use it with the moving averages on there, but I just haven't been able to. Anyway, all right, let me close this. All right, so actually, I don't even need this on this chart. All right, all right. So yeah, weekly. Back about the EMA 9 and the 20 on the weekly. We kind of undercut the 50-week moving average. First time we done tapped that since we kind of V bottomed. Yeah, I mean, don't know. I mean, I just leave it there. All right, QQQ really quickly, and I spent about 2 minutes on that. So I mean, QQQ same picture above the 9 and 20 on the weekly, undercut the 50 weekly moving average. Back into this chop bucket, go here on the daily, very similar action, stretch to the downside. Now we're just kind of just wedging up back into this chop area. Where do we go? Don't know. Don't really care. Um, I think it's a news-driven market at this point. There's some hot stuff, but not really. All right, so we go look at mags real fast. Here's your mags ETF. All right, this thing's kind of stopped here at the 50-day moving average. You do have the EMAs kind of crossing back over. 200 days still rising. This is kind of the chop bucket it was in. I wouldn't even call it a chop bucket. It was making lower lows and lower highs this way down. The question is, like, did this stop it? Don't really see the volume, but it is pretty good volume here. How much volume is that? About 7.4 million that day. Not the highest volume ever. This is the highest volume ever, which is weird. What day is this? On a Thursday. Um, Somebody got the fuck. I don't get it. All right. Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of just wedging up right here, right? You can kind of see the wedge look it's probably going to give. Like we're just wedging up. I mean, it doesn't say that can't continue to wedge up and lock out participators who want to get long here and trying to looking for area to risk off. But right now, I'm just kind of stopping here. Touch the 50-day moving average from below. So be mindful of that. It could be some profit taken from this move up here. I mean, that's a pretty solid move on an ETF, right? From the low, like say if you not even got the low, say if you bought this cleaning the candle here, you're up, 9%, matter of a week, right? So, probably some profit taken from traders there. Didn't really stop into a location that I was thinking it would stop at, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest. And I mean, if we go across the board, now we're going looking at some of our mag stocks. I mean, Apple's pretty impressive, man. I've been saying this for a while. Like Apple not spending a shit ton of money on AI is like been paying off on like it holding up comparative to like the other stocks. Matt, it's the semis. There's. I wish I would have knew this. I didn't know it at the time, but the information was out there too, man. That there is a supply glut or a shortage going on with some of the semiconductors tied to like some specialized helium. You're starting to see like AMD went crazy. I mean, all these stocks just kind of just pop back out. I don't see how you trade them though. Like, how the fuck do you trade this? Like, what did you do? Like, where did you buy this at? Is my question. So, look at Google. I don't know what the fuck you even call this candle formation. Someone put it in the chat. Was like, what is this? I just I did an emoji for like or did a gif for like bunny ears. Like I don't know what the fuck you call this. It looks like a robot. It looks like a firefly. Yeah, I don't know what you do here. All right, how do you trade that? Like Eli Lilly, I have it in my Mag 7. It's not really there, but I mean, it shouldn't be in there, but I like to keep track of that. Meta, same thing. Metas look very similar to the Mags ETFs in here, pinched, kind of rejecting at the 50. Is this the chart that you want to kind of like trade long? I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. Um, Here is Microsoft. Doesn't same thing. Doesn't really look good. I mean, Netflix is like the best one right now. I mean, this had a crazy move down from 130 down to 75, but they got earnings this week. So who the fuck is trying to trade that? I'm long in this from down here. Not saying I grabbed the bottom, but I grabbed the bottom. I haven't sold a position yet. I mean, I haven't sold a share yet. So, nice move. I would love to sell a cover call against it, but I just don't want to end up selling it too early. Nice hold right here of 90. We'll see what happens with earnings. Nvidia, everyone's calling it stage 4 instead of stage FU. Has not done anything, just back in the chop bucket. Again, not something I see how you trade. I can see you probably getting in on this candle here, like on a day trade type of thing. Like kind of seeing like, oh, we kind of flagged on a 2-day pattern. But, I mean, nothing really here. And why I say 2-day pattern, like, you can probably see it if you go here. Let's see. All right, you guys see the 2-day. Well, is this the opening candle? Yeah, this is 9, and this should be what 10. Yeah, you can probably see that. Like I could see that on a daily candle and know what it looks like on the hourly. It's kind of like that right there. You can kind of see that pattern kind of play out. All right, let's go back here. Yeah, you can kind of see that playing out. I don't know. I can. I don't know if others can. But yeah, I mean, besides that, not nothing crazy. Um, Go. I know Oracle shouldn't be in here. I need to move that and Palantir. But IGV, we'll talk about that. It's still nasty, man. IGV looks really nasty. This right here is holding, damn, they're barely holding the lows, which is interesting. Well, who's tied to these folks? Someone's tied to them. Is it OpenAI? Yeah, I mean, that thing like is ready to break down. Palantir's on here, crazy. Your boy Trump came through, saved them at the end of the day. Well, earlier in the morning, this thing was about to crack 125. He came in with not only with the tweet or the post, but he dropped the ticker symbol. He dropped the ticker symbol on everyone. Like, nah, I'm not just gonna give you the stock. I'm gonna tell you the ticker symbol. Craziest shit ever, bro. Um, but yeah, I mean, this thing really at 125 is like the line in the sand. I don't really see a trade here. That was just a gaslight. This thing like is going to crack 125 and continue lower. Definitely the way the rest of the tech is sold off. Tesla, I talked about this 138, 140. It's trying to hold this gap. I do not think this gap is strong enough to hold. Um, I mean, I think it's more like just watch that level and try to play it intraday. Maybe you get some crazy shit to happen, and like Tuesday, or last Tuesday it was. I think like you were able to kind of play this level, and then like you get a move like that, and then like say if it had continuation, damn near snipe the node, slap the most maybe the 52-week lows. Is this the 52-week lows? How far are we away from 52-week lows? Oh no, we're still 56% above 52-week lows. But I don't know. It's just one of those things like, man, if you can get, it's still a good area to watch, I feel like, if it's going to bounce. Um, Maybe an undercut. But after that, I just don't know. I mean, maybe 200 at this point. I don't know where else it could stop. And I just have, this is a fucking daily gap that it done filled now. So, um, where it goes from here, I don't know. Um, Bitcoin, Buttcoin, I mean, what the fuck are people like? What it hasn't done nothing, but I guess that's the best thing you can make out of it. It hasn't went down more, but it hasn't went up. I don't know what people are saying here. It just hasn't done much. Um, Dow Industrial. This is that wedging up action I'm talking about. Are you starting to see on some stuff? You can start to see it. It's a big move up. I mean, this can pull back, maybe hold the EMA 9 and 20 crossover. DJT, which is industrial. Did this make new all-time highs? Holy shit. Dow Jones Industrial made new all-time highs. Right? Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. DJT, new all-time highs. Anything here? IWM. Mm, no, not trading that. Silver. What's silver been doing? Trash. All right. That's pretty much all I got. Do I have anything on these lists? I was watching this arm, but I just wasn't too. I mean, I was watching. I seen a 30-minute pivot. I just never took a 30-minute pivot before. Um, I mean, it looked like a fake out candle now. I'm trying to see what else I had on this list. I think it's this weekly on this Quanta service that looks pretty good. It just like it's about to continue higher, but I don't really have anything that's like super hot. This cipher doesn't look bad. I can see that. I think even here on this daily, it's kind of breaking out, but you probably want to see a pullback. NAV, something a lot of people have been watching. I can kind of get behind this, maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about the fucking stock. First of all, like at least they make a little bit of money. It could be one of those like washout IPOs, like it washed out and like now it's like gonna reverse. Maybe like if you look at like Fly, go to Fly. And you see how like Fly had washed out straight from the IPO, and then it kind of just did this. So like, let's go back to NAV. Kind of got that same fucking look. I mean, not as vicious. I guess what I'm looking at is like, what am I looking at? Let's do this. I had set up a fucking new chart so I can look at like two screens at one time. Where is it at? Okay. I think it's this right here. Let's see how this looks. All right, there we go. So I'm going to take off symbols. Where I go? All right, those symbols. All right, we want to look at, was it Fly? And was it NAVN. Let me see. Any similarities here? Any similarities here, people? All right. You know what? I do want this. Add this to entire. There we go. All right, and we have the weekly up there, but I want the daily. All right. What the fuck do you look anything like this? I mean, I can see that. All right, but then like. Maybe it's this nasty ass area right here. You kind of got that somewhat that same look, right? I mean, not the same sector either. So let me stop. I'm probably reaching. But maybe it's in that period though. You can kind of see somewhat of a some similarities here. Um, yeah, you can kind of see some similarities here. I mean, it's dragged down, right? And then it gapped up. This gapped up on this day. This is NAV gapped up down here. And then this gapped up. This had its move. When was people trading fly? Was it last year? Yeah, I think people were trading it last year. I think people were trading it around here. This hasn't put in a higher low yet. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of that anyway. All right. Not gonna spend too much time on that. Anything else on this list that's worth looking at? I don't know why I even have this on here. CCJ. I thought I had some stocks that I was looking at. Kind of got that bunny ears look as well. I think this LAR didn't look too bad. Yeah, this didn't look too bad. I think it was the weekly that I liked on it. Probably can tighten this up. Might have to go with the lines. Might have to go with the lines with this one. I don't know, man. It didn't look like it still wants to go. It's just something to watch. This LBRT was something interesting too. It's a three bar pullback. I've played 3 bar pullbacks before. I think the last one I played was Zcash. Let me see if I can find it. This is like on a fucking Sunday night, Saturday night. It was like this 3 bar pullback I had played, and I think I kind of like broke this candle high, and I have bought some, and I got a nice little move on it. I mean, it didn't go back to all-time highs, but yeah, it's just this 3 bar pullback at a big move up. So what's the cut stock we're looking at? All right, so going back to here, I mean, this is a solid move up, I would say. You got a 3 bar pullback, nice kind of like orderly flag as well. In a sector that's pretty dominant right now. I mean on the weekly, I don't know if that's the weekly, if that's correct. Let's see. Yeah, I mean this doesn't really move much. This the daily chart or the weekly? This is the weekly. I mean I wouldn't mind fucking trading this. I mean, you do risk like they saying like the war is over or the operation's over. But I don't know. It kind of got that 3 bar pullback. I think you watch it above 28.69 and you put your stop below the weekly candle that opens up or the prior week. Maybe 26.50 and see if you can capture back up to those highs. Let's go here really quickly. Except if you get in right here. And is the juice worth the squeeze, right? You're risking about $2 to capture back up into here. Not bad, about a 2-to-1 risk to reward. All right, so I mean, it's not a bad trade if you wanted to try to take it, and it can ended up probably going a little higher. Let me see. This is a recent IPO back in 2018. I wouldn't say recent, but higher low since it kind of started. Yeah, something to watch. Why did I do that? Oh, maybe it's a little too steep. No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, I see. I can even see it here. Like it'll be like back through the EMA 9 and 20 as well. So yeah, something to watch. Um, I got this on here, but I think it's a really. Oh, let's go back. Let's go to ABRT. What I didn't check is the how much it trades. All right, does 135 million dollars a year. I mean a day. That's solid. 155 share float, 5 billion, almost cap. Moves about $1.50 a day, about 5% ATR, which is solid to me. Um, um, yeah, good RS rating. Um, yeah, I think this doesn't look bad. LBRT. Um, this Skywater, it doesn't do a lot. It doesn't do a lot of but it doesn't look bad. I can get in it. I know some people talk about like trade higher, average dollar volume. Um, this doesn't look like a bad fucking chart. It doesn't look bad at all. Like it's ready to curl back up after a big base. I mean, if we go here to a monthly, I don't know what this stock does. We're gonna look it up though. All right, y'all gotta lock me in, baby. Come on. Let's do that really quickly. Kind of get some levels real fast. You can kind of see it, right? Big consolidation. Big consolidation. I mean, this is from 20. This is 3 years, and it's just breaking out again. And I think this is a solid, probably solid spot here. I mean, shit. You can. I mean, if you want to, you can give it below here. Risk $3. Like risk $4 below here. All right, for this to move back up to 36. Yeah, that's something I'll buy. Earnings are coming. Maybe I can get a move before earnings. When is earnings? What time is it? It's 8:29. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this thing trades. I mean, let's see like how it looks during the day. I mean, the 5 minutes kind of gappy. I mean, that tells you there's probably not a lot of liquidity there. I mean, 30-cent spread, not the worst. This is the worst 5 minute chart. It's like you have a gap here from 28 to 28. What? I mean, 10-cent gap up. Yeah, you probably gotta give this some room. But fuck, man. I mean, let's take off pre-market. Yeah, we'll see. All right. What else is out here? I need to throw on. All right, let's go over here. What I have. This light path. This thing kind of gapped up. Friday kind of went. APD. Interesting chart. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it. It's like this weekly, like this 300 spot. This isn't the first time it's been at 300, so I can't really use it as a psych spot. Don't really see it really. I don't know. Don't like it. Why I got this on here? Don't know. I think these are like stocks that have like some relation to the helium situation. I think these kind of do it. I gotta talk to somebody about that. I know someone who actually works for Lindy or used to work for Lindy. Um, Here's my relative strengths. All right. But okay, if the market does want to kind of act like a shit show, there are some stocks that I liked. I think this DoorDash was one. I don't think Flies one. I think that thing just went down too fast. Was it DoorDash? No, it's not DoorDash. Let's close this. Let's clear this. We're gonna work on this right now. Clear list. I had text someone this morning, so I have the list that I was looking at, or at least I have the screenshot of the stocks. One was Hood. Watch this. MSTR. That was one. INOQ. We'll take a look at these together. Irene. ARKK. CRCO. OKLO. You're going to see very similarities in while like these is probably shorts. So if you just flip the chart, I love to flip the chart so you can really see it. Like it looks like it's ready to break out. It looks like it's ready to break out. Above the 9, above the 20, above the 50, above the 200, right? And people are like, oh well, do I want to short this or do I want to long this? Like if you look at this chart and say you want to long it, I would say you would look at this chart and say you want to short it. I know shorts are a little different, in terms of like I guess the technique and how quickly things can snap back. But that looks like a breakdown to me. I mean, it's touches the 50, you get somewhat two sideways candles, look like you're ready to break down. Monster kind of looks similar, kind of this little wedge up pattern right here below the 50, right? Kind of like double inside days, look like it can crack. INO I think with INOQ, the difference here, no, same thing. I think it's maybe it's Irene. Same thing, has that flag structure. I mean, it looks like it wants to, go lower. Maybe you can even do this. All right, cracks. Even shit. Right. I wouldn't mind if it breaks 28, and then you just use Friday's high as your stop. Let's see if this gets some continuation. Irene, this one is kind of like traded back and hit this base, or the sideways price action. I think there you see it kind of have a little undercut here because it's really like this area right here. I mean, you can probably move this up, right? And these line charts, like these are representative of the closing price. That's why I kind of like using them sometimes if I can't really see a spot or it's a little choppy. All right, that's exactly what we did. We kind of looked off of that level. I mean, this is another similar one that if it opens, I don't know if I would want to take this. Let me see. This is up 6% on Friday. So yeah, this would be a nice bag holder if people swung this over the weekend and like below 37. I mean, you're risking back above the 200 maybe. You're risking $2 to capture down here. Perfect. And it's a good risk to reward. So that one doesn't look bad. ARKK has that same look. Already rejected the 50 double inside day right here at the 9 and the 20. Circle, don't really have it on Circle. It's more of just an area of like a spot where like there's a lot of air underneath here for this thing to run down. Right, you remember this thing gapped up and had a crazy move. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this thing comes all the way back down. So that's more there. And then OKLO back into the 50 spot. This thing maybe it needs another day or two, but you can kind of see this building out too. So, but yeah, man, I think that's really all I got right now. Oh, no, I know CoreWeave looks good. That had some news. I know some people were probably trying to play this. Um, no, I played it. I played it on Friday for a little nice little move. Didn't get all the way up to 103, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, I mean, I go back to here really quickly. Um, I mean, that looks good. BE's back into this chop area. I mean, good luck if you're trading this to upside. I mean, yeah, maybe this breaks out. I mean, it does still have that relative strength, so I can't shit on it. Um, NBIS new all time highs or new highs here. You know, after this, after this crazy Nvidia announcement and pull all the way back, undercut the 50, and then fucking go. Um, I mean, I think some of these still look good. So no, not this. Which one is? Maybe it's G. Yes, GEV still looks good. But I mean, where you got it at? Next Era Energy doesn't look bad. This knee, I don't know why that one's not moving. Powell still crazy. TER still good. Man, SNDK, man, that's just crazy. Honestly, I didn't see this coming. That's why I see like I have a thesis and hold it loosely, like because like I was like, man, this thing could probably follow EWY eventually. Like I was thinking like that was done. I thought it was cooked. I thought it was cooked, and then it does this. I thought this was cooked, but I mean this is kind of stopped as well. So maybe that makes sense. Um, maybe my thesis didn't hold weight, or maybe my thesis was valid, and the direction on EWI changed as well as this. But yeah, I mean this thing right here. I mean, I day trade this stock a lot. Knock on wood, it's been very good for me. Um, I mean this motherfucker moves, $57 a day. Like you don't need much. You get me? You don't need much to get a move on this. Keep your stops tight. Keep your stops tight, man. You can really hit this. And it's not bad. It's not. I know some people get scared away because sometimes right now it's tight. You can't really see it, but like sometimes it'd be like a 90 cent spread on it. Sometimes, but man, you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot to get a move on that. I'm not trying to fucking win the lottery on trading. Um, but yeah, I mean, really, like, I guess the main sector leaders really right now is definitely memory. Semi's been looking really good. Kind of really that basket. Some of the satellites. Your sat. This thing like is ready to continue higher. I think they're like just like propping this up, getting ready for SpaceX, VSAT, GSAT. You know, ASTS. I don't really see it on ASTS. Oh, actually, I do now. Probably another day. Probably another maybe like halfway down day. Let's do this. Maybe like another halfway down day. Like if you get like a candle like here, then you'll have that look. You kind of have like a little flat look. Let me see. Come on. Yeah, you kind of have like the little fly look. We can get like another, maybe even day or two, a little drift down. Excuse me, a little drift down like that. I can get with something like that. Yeah, I can get with something like that. Maybe a little drift down, and then it goes. I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind that at all. Everyone would love a candle like that, right? But maybe you get a little sideways action, right? You can even do like a little sideways action like that. Go a little sideways. Go kind of undercut. Keep washing out these buyers here at the lows. scare him out, wear him out, scare him out, and then go. I mean, I could see that. Um, and stop with just 129. I don't know, but yeah. Anything else out here for your boy? Um, Not really. IGV, man, Jesus Christ, they are fucking like, I guess they're like, yeah, it's over. It's over for software. Like it's completely over. I mean, washed out those buyers down there. You see the volume, right? A lot of people like this is the spot. You know exactly where it invalidates at, and it did. Um, Honestly, at this point, like, where does this go? 20. I don't know how farther more this can stretch. But when something has momentum, man, it has momentum. You know. Um, but I mean, if you go look at some of the like, I got Adobe. I'm a little frustrated with this. Man, the dip keeps dipping. Um, at this point, like you can tell I'm frustrated. Like, I'm fucking drawing downtrend triangles, and it's breaking the downtrend triangles. Like it doesn't even tap the top. It's just straight down. Um, my cost base is around 270. A little lower now because I have bought some at 250 and then at 229. Um, but it's not that much though because I haven't really like went eight shit. Um, but yeah, man, at this point, I mean, this thing's probably going to 200. But yeah, no, cheers. Have peace stories on my investments. Um, 80, like it's just really nasty across the board. Like ServiceNow, like CRM, like all these, like wow, like that's like, I mean, some of these are getting getting really like, all right, go ahead, I dare you to come down to 125 on CRM and see if I won't buy it. Like, and I'll just, I think those are just smart buys. Like, you didn't gotta buy a lot. Like, just based on your account size. Like I'm still in GitLab getting cooked. I got like a 29 average. Still in UiPath getting cooked now. Um, like Snow's one that I would like. Snow's one I would like. I would love for this to kind of just wash out 100 and maybe get to like 50. I got like I think for me it's like 50, 70. I was like willing to buy this at for long term. I think that's like pre IPO price. I think that's like the price that like Warren Buffett and them had gotten at. I would love to buy it there. That's a good one. But yeah, I mean this shit just literally got cooked. All of it got cooked. Um, I don't know if I had Reddit on that list. If that when I was talking about shorts, this is one as well. I kind of see it's not the cleanest. Um, it's really not the cleanest, but it has that look. Not 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 the best look, but inside day rejected here, gapped over the 50, closed below the 50. Inside day, kind of wash up below 136. And picture stop. Oh man, this thing moves $8 a day. Um, that's even better. I don't know. I think you just gotta watch this one. I don't really see it. It's not the clearest. But yeah. All right, folks. That's all for me, man. Peace, man. Wifey's calling me, so that she wants me to come upstairs. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.